This dude is a known bully towards women. You know what I mean? He's not a known bully towards men. Soon as he talks some physical gangster with a man, he talks about how he's gonna call the cops on him.
I listened to a video of you earlier. You were wishing to have a cellmate. My brother will look around and pick the cute who's in the canteen. It's not gonna be me, my buddy.
DJ Akademiks responds to Taxstone's attack on Twitter Spaces. This is Fresh Hip-Hop Opinion with your guy Olize. Don't forget to subscribe. So, Taxstone was on Twitter Spaces recently, and he was speaking about his new foe, DJ Akademiks. Now, since Akademiks has partnered up with Troy Ave, who's obviously Taxstone's enemy, the former podcaster Taxstone hasn't held back speaking about Akademiks, and obviously in a bad way. And if you don't know, Akademiks is going through a legal issue regarding one of his exes or a jump off, which doesn't put the hip hop streamer in the best of lights. But like I said, Taxstone has been talking about it on Twitter Spaces from prison, and this is what he had to say. Check it out.
This dude is a known bully towards women. You know what I mean? He's not a known bully towards men. Soon as he talks some physical gangster with a man, he talks about how he's gonna call the cops on him. So you can't respect that type of bullying because you're not actually, serious about the physical things that you actually presenting to people. You know what I mean? If I was in civilization, all I would do is just tell these dudes what they're not gonna do. That's it. I'm gonna just be like, shut up, don't say it again. Because if I see you, I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna emasculate you. I'm gonna turn you into what you are. It should not be allowed that men could be thinking that they can just be talking to anybody the way they be talking to them, because you're not built like that. You're not built like that, bro. You hang with a whole bunch of informants, bro. You hang with people who call the police all day and you gonna call the police. No, you should not think you're gonna talk like that.
Yeah, fam. Taxstone, he sounds pretty heated, speaking on how Akademiks is a bully to females. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few accusations from women at Akademiks. None of them he's been found legally guilty of, but there's even a footage online right now where he's putting hands on a female, which doesn't look good, but we can't see the whole context of the whole video. But you can see him shouting quite a lot at her and a few shoves, whether it was to end an argument, I don't know. There was a lot of people around to witness it. Taxstone does sound bitter, but the part that does sound kinda true is when Akademiks talks about a female, he goes all in, and when they react to him, he's like, whatever. But when a man responds to his criticism, he starts talking about law enforcement and that he's got security and all that. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but that's one part that Taxstone said that I kind of agree. But like I said, Akademiks did respond on his own platform while streaming. Check it out.
Taxstone, as you sit in jail, you're doing 400 months, okay? I just want to remind you, I listened to a video of you earlier. You were wishing to have a cellmate. My brother will look around and pick the cutest who's in the canteen. It's not gonna be me, my buddy. It sounds crazy when you're talking extremely tough from a jail cell. It just doesn't hit no more. This is the most attention I'll give you. So I try to give you a little bit of grace, but I could tell you're very disgruntled with where you are. That has nothing to do with me, my coverage, or anything else. Brother, you're on Spaces stuck in like some proverbial gulag. I'm sorry. So I don't care how much you talk about. I don't care how aggressive you talk over the iPhone or the what. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I just want to let you know that, and I'm only letting you know that because you said I don't talk about myself, which I'm doing now. So I got no problem with you. So you can keep ranting and raving. I know I got 400 months of you doing that, and listen, I guess that's a long time. They gave you KD, that's 35 years. But I just want to prove you wrong, because I do talk about myself. I won't talk about myself every day, and also I won't talk about myself to the detriment of a potential civil case. That's the issue, and that's the difference between me and you.
Yeah, fam. So Akademiks, he never shied to respond. And he was basically clowning Taxstone for having like 30 years in prison. And he was kind of mocking him, saying that he expects Taxstone to be talking about him for the next several years. I think it's like 300 and something months. Then he also cleared up, like I said, that his case is a civil matter and he would not be going to prison like Taxstone, because Taxstone was saying that he wants to share a cell with Akademiks so he can obviously put hands and feet on him. Akademiks was clarifying that that's not even on the cards. This is a civil matter. So maybe only money will be lost in this one if he loses. And obviously a criminal record. But yeah, Taxstone, it doesn't seem like prison has humbled him. If anything, it makes him sound a lot angrier than he was before. I mean, when you were like the pioneer of the whole hip-hop podcast game, and now you're facing decades inside, and then you see your ops, who's responsible for you being in prison, or partly responsible, has signed a big deal with one of the biggest hip-hop personalities, you would have a little bit of resentment. I can understand it, but that's just my opinion.
Troy Ave might have been one thing, but trust me, I have you tortured in there, okay? Good luck to Taxstone, but I guarantee you won't be mentioning me. You won't be mentioning me 86 times like I used. How many times he mentioned you? I forgot. It was in the drop.
It was 900 and something times.
900?
Yeah, 900 and something times, yeah.
Okay, he's on like 15 for me right now.
Troy Ave and DJ Akademiks clown Taxstone real bad. So yes, what does Troy Ave and Akademiks have in common? A strong dislike for Taxstone, the former podcaster, now permanent resident behind bars. Taxstone has been getting on Twitter Spaces, speaking on Akademiks' legal issues, calling him a bully to women, and saying that he doesn't ever get tough towards men. And obviously we know Troy Ave and Taxstone had a serious altercation in a nightclub in New York, where Troy Ave's friend lost his life unfortunately. Both Troy Ave and Taxstone pretty much snitched on each other. Troy Ave did pretty much a year in jail, and Taxstone is doing about 35 years. But I'll play you the audio of Troy Ave and Akademiks speaking on Taxstone. It gets crazy. Check it out.
He's behind bars. He's doing 35.
I've been off the radar, man. I've been on vacation since I came home. I've been on vacation.
Do you know anybody doing 35?
I know somebody. That's Kevin Durant number. Absolutely. I know somebody doing the Trey Pound.
When I'm a civilian and I feel like I seen him on Twitter, he bullied me a little bit. I wanted to, to have a group call to his warden to make sure that maybe he should focus on the things he should cognizantly, maybe getting his GED. Maybe he could turn to a Muslim. Maybe he could start making license plates.
Making flags, making American flags.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Things of that.
If you have any direction, because so I had gotten a ward number on some personal, but I wanted to get the jail number that we could turn into a hotline. If you know what this individual, very heinous guy, liar, thief. If you could give us some
very, very low integrity. All kinds. Sounds like a man of low integrity.
Very low.
Sounds like a man who doesn't have his priorities in order. Because tweeting with 35 years is crazy. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I would be far away from a phone and very close to a law library.
I mean, there's no need to get to the law library when you pretty much snitched on yourself on Telegram. You basically had people trying to solicit sex work to try to get out. You basically wrote a letter. You basically wrote a letter to the judge to try to implicate somebody else, but it didn't work. And then you're still in jail saying that you stood on business, but really it appears you stood on 35 years. He hasn't tweeted for a while. From what I hear, he's in the hole. But I know I've been counting. Like, I've been, listen, I'm a civilian. I like that. I think when they put people in the hole, it maybe for 30 days, so I know he's getting out soon. I would like for him. I might have to have him return there. I might have to have him return there. You know what I mean? I don't think a man doing 35 years will be reflecting on maybe the errors of his ways if all he did was hop on Twitter Spaces, talk smack about the people he victimized, which I hear was a good man. I hear was a man who was showing up to perform at a show that,
doing work. A tax-paying citizen. A
tax-paying citizen is doing his thing. So, that was egregious enough. But
definitely egregious.
If I wasn't convinced at that point, when I seen him just randomly attack Big Ack, I said, "Oh, this guy's really a piece of garbage. He's somebody that 35 years hasn't deterred him yet." So, sometimes you got to use what you got in your resources to make sure he realizes that this ain't the way to go. You did a little bit but it's a lot better than doing 35. Hey, listen, tomorrow I'm gonna hop on a call with you.
It's 35 times better than doing 35. It's not 5 times. It's not 10 times. It's 35 times better. That's a lot of times better.
Yeah.
I can assure you you're safe. I can assure you you're safe.
Yeah, no. Hold on. I have no doubt about my safety. But I do like, because I'm a man of law and order and justice.
Yes, so as you should be.
So when a man is serving his time and paying back his debt, to society, I think he should do it with integrity. So when I see him still doing the same things that cause him to be in the same place, it feels like he's wasting his time. It's like running in place. It's like a treadmill. I might have to, move a few things around that he could have an adjustment to make sure
you might have to help him get more rehabilitated.
No, of course.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because apparently the book that the judge threw at him didn't hit him enough.
No.
Might hit him on the side of the head, probably not square in the nose.
I just want to tell him, like, listen, Mr. Troy Ave was a stand-up individual who, only even participated because he was defending not only himself but his friend who unfortunately passed away.
That's fine.
Akademiks is a complete civilian, and to be honest with you, I love calling the police. So now that he's in jail, I have a lot of resources. No, I do. So I have a lot of resources, and I have a lot of people who watch me, and I want to tell that bum, Troy Ave might have been one thing, but trust me, I have you tortured in there, okay? Good luck to Taxstone, but I guarantee you won't be mentioning me. You won't be mentioning me 86 times like I used. How many times he mentioned you? I forgot. It was in the trunk.
It was 900 and something times.
900?
Yeah, 900 and something times, yeah.
Okay, he's on like 15 for me right now. If it's up to me, I'll have somebody up in his cell finger every day. You feel me? Again, hey, that's the life he chose. Yeah, one of y'all to watch Taxstone while he's in a hole, y'all can send that message to him. Stop mentioning me, you bum ass. You're in jail, purgatory for 35 years. You're the failure of what I am, all right?
Yeah, fam. I bet you expected Troy Ave to go harder than Akademiks. No, did he? But yeah, Akademiks went in, speaking about how he's gonna make life difficult for Taxstone. While being locked up, he'll make a call that he's well connected. I don't know if Akademiks is really that connected like that. Apparently, Taxstone has been in the hole, and Akademiks is saying that he's going to make his stay even longer there. And even the real sore point, Akademiks was saying that Taxstone failed at trying to be Akademiks. Because obviously when Taxstone was doing his thing, he was like the biggest podcast out there. And now Akademiks is like number one. And Taxstone's going to be a very old man when he comes out of prison. I didn't even think that Taxstone's words would even bother Akademiks so much, but it seemed to got really under his skin, and it'll be very interesting to hear Taxstone when he responds to this as well. But you know what? I want to know what you think. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.